Have you ever felt like you just can't go on, no matter how hard you try? Like you're carrying more than you can bear, and yet you keep pushing forward? This episode is for you. It's for the moments when strength feels far away, when hope feels dim, when you wonder if you can take just one more step. Because even in that place of weakness, God's power is waiting. Even there, His grace meets you. Let's sit together for a while and explore what it really means to find strength, not in yourself, but in Him. You might feel like weakness is a limitation, like it's something to hide, something to fix. But the Bible reminds us that weakness is not a failure. It is a space where God's power can shine through most fully. Think of it this way: a piece of fragile clay in the hands of a master potter. The clay on its own can't hold form. It's soft, vulnerable, even imperfect. But in the hands of the potter, it becomes something strong, something lasting, something beautiful. That's what God does in our weakness. He takes the parts of us that feel insufficient and transforms them into vessels of His strength and grace. So right now, I want you to picture the areas in your life where you feel weak. Maybe it's a long season of waiting. Maybe it's a difficult relationship. Maybe it's a challenge at work, at home, that feels bigger than you can handle. Whatever it is, imagine holding it in your hands for a moment. Now imagine placing it in God's hands. You don't have to understand how He will work it out. You don't have to see the outcome yet. You simply have to trust that His power is made perfect right there in the places you feel powerless. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Pause and let those words sink in. Your weakness doesn't disqualify you. It doesn't make you less vulnerable or less valuable. It doesn't mean that God is distant or disinterested. In fact, it's the opposite. Your weakness is the place where His grace shows up most fully. It's where His sustaining power becomes real, tangible, and life-changing. Think about that for a moment. Even when you feel like you have nothing left to give, God's grace is enough. Even when you feel small, inadequate, or unseen, His power is perfect in that very place. Imagine a tree. standing in the middle of a storm. The wind pushes, the rain falls hard, and the branches strain under pressure. The tree might bend. It might groan under the weight, but it doesn't break. Its roots run deep. It is sustained. That's what God does for you. He is the root beneath your struggles. He is the unseen strength that holds you steady when everything around you shakes. Even when you feel weak, He is working. Even when you feel unsteady, He is steadying you. Even when you feel like you cannot endure another moment, He is carrying you. Take a moment now. Breathe deeply. Where in your life have you been relying on your own strength alone? Where have you been trying to hold it all together without inviting God in? What would it feel like to release even a small part of that burden to Him? To acknowledge quietly that your own strength is limited, but His is limitless. Even if you can only do this in small steps, even if it's just for this moment, it changes everything. His power works where your strength cannot. There are seasons when weakness feels constant, days when hope feels far away, weeks when prayer seems to float silently into the air without response. And yet, God is at work. His grace is sufficient. His power is present. You might not feel it right now. You might not see it immediately. But if you stay, if you trust, if you pause, you will notice it. It can appear in subtle ways. A moment of peace when you expected anxiety. A door opening that you didn't anticipate. A sense of courage rising when fear seems stronger. These are signs that God is perfecting His power in your weakness. Not in some distant future, but now. Imagine walking along a quiet path. The sun is soft on your face. A gentle breeze brushes your skin. You notice the small things, the rustle of leaves, the hum of life all around you. God meets you here, even in the quiet, even when no one sees, even when the struggle is invisible to others. This is the beauty of His strength in weakness. It doesn't rely on recognition. It works quietly, profoundly, gently, and it is enough. So if you're listening and feel like you've given all you can, know this. You don't have to push harder. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to fix everything alone. You simply need to let him in. You need to pause, breathe, and invite his grace to fill the spaces where you feel empty. God's power is real, and it works perfectly in the places where you feel weakest. Even when you can't see it, even when it feels invisible, it is sustaining you. It is renewing you. It is strengthening you. Let this spark carry you. One step, one moment, one breath at a time.